Hello, my name is Professor Mihae Ryu, currently teaching and educating pre-service student teachers in Cheongju National University of Education. Before starting my presentation, I'd like to appreciate to have this wonderful opportunity to share the knowledge with peers and other scholars. For the start, I'd like to present and read through my research abstract. As we all can see, the main point is the change in class teaching by elementary school students, not by elementary, by pre-service teachers in elementary level. What has been changed in music class before and after COVID-19. So let me read through my abstract. This study is for understanding what has been changed in elementary music class teaching caused by global pandemic COVID-19. In music class, being together is a crucial ingredient in order to make learning activities possible, especially for young children between age 7 to 12 or 13, possibly. Learning is happening during they are experiencing, and experience means doing something on their own, ideally together with friends and with peers and with other people, with friends and peers. Therefore, schooling itself has its own significance in education. Expression and communication is an important skill in music and its purpose of the educating. However, the COVID-19 demands to minimize the human contact, possibly not at all to minimize its spread among people, as we all experienced now. For this social strong demand, replacements for traditional teaching method, which is being together and contact, human contact, and so on, are desperately searched and infused to schools without any proper preparation. For this study, music classes conducted by pre-service teachers before and after COVID-19 has compared in their choice of class subject, activity, and teaching method in terms of class management. The first noticeable change is ensemble activity in music. Ensemble activities have been one of the most practiced and chosen forms in any type of music class teaching by pre-service teachers in their practice teaching demonstration in educational institutes. However, after COVID-19, a form of ensemble or a group activity has rarely chosen, as we all can expect it, or substitutes this to teachers giving instruction, just a simple giving verbal instruction. The second noticed change is in singing teaching, so-called teaching in singing, or how to sing, or sing together in classroom. Singing is the most popular and common form of music teaching. But after COVID-19, pre-service teachers felt difficulty in teaching in singing class because they insist or are very accustomed to teach singing, how to sing in terms of, in a way of traditional method, based on traditional method. For the results, before and after COVID-19, teachers' role in music class have been gradually changed from a person to teach to a class coordinator. So maybe this study is very has an character of intro in terms of in this line of studying. I indicated teacher's role has been changed from a person to teach to a class coordinator. What this means is maybe a next step for my research, or the scholars who are interested in this subject may have a further interest in this subject. So we have to study further and continuously in this matter. This slide shows a change in Korean elementary school classroom. The left picture is the first-year classroom in Gwangju elementary school before COVID-19. And the right side is after COVID-19. The very vague is kind of a filtering screen you can see at the background. But I would like to emphasize what has been replaced, or what has been put on students' desk by teachers before, after COVID-19. The contents of this sign is very significant, and also give us important points to think about in matter of changing teaching and classroom environment. So right side slide is, instead of a student sitting, deliberately preparation sign sheet by a teacher has been put on a student's table in classroom. Left side of the slide, as you can see, a lot of students kind of gathered and focused into facing teachers, and they're freely pitching their own expression and saying it, and so physically they're together in classroom. But right side, you can vaguely see the background because has been filtered. So, but the only sign is very boldly you can see in classroom. Of course, the classroom is empty at this moment, at this slide. So let's find out what has been the sign indicates what has been the content of the sign means. Let me read it. First-year students, you can do it. First, do not take off your mask at all time. Second, during break, play alone in your spot, reading, playing, etc. Third, do not get close to your friend. Keep a distance. Fourth, keep a distance when moving to bathroom, moving to dining places, etc. Fifth, do not run. Classroom, hallway, dining place. This is the elementary school first year classroom sign in Ulsan in South Korea. Traditional way of education is like this, based on human contact, and verbal communication is main method of delivering the knowledge and expression among friends, among people, between a teacher and students, and so on. And communicator and transferee of knowledge gathered in one place. That was the character of traditional concept of education, and also in a classroom site. Let me show you show you one film. I kind of cut and put in a caption. This is activity in music class before COVID-19. So let me just briefly see what has been like in classroom, especially music class before COVID-19. This is before COVID-19 actual classroom site. So they are learning song by teacher and pushing away all the desks and chairs into the back of the classroom, and they sit on the floor, and the scores, music scores in their hands, and pianos, the teachers playing pianos, and they're prepared to sing. So children's are keep moving. Children are keep moving. As it is very natural. This is before COVID-19 teaching activity. Actually, what had been happened in music class. Now, let me see. Let's share other film video. Oh, this is the same one. So let me push it away. So music class teaching. The steps is like this: setting the class goal, and the first activity, and second activity like melody, and third and the last activity is a two-part singing. This is the kind of very basic and normal steps in music class teaching, especially how to learn singing, how to learn music. This is the very basic and foundational steps in music class before COVID-19. Let's find out the class teaching after COVID-19 and briefly see what has been going on. This is one of student teachers teaching demonstration session in university after COVID-19 through online internet-based real-time class, for example using Zoom. So looks like this, and let me see the actual class, what has been going on in actual class demonstration before COVID-19 by pre-service teachers. This is untagged period music class teaching.
4차시 수업 중에 2차시 수업이고 이미 한 차시 노래를 익힌 적이 있어서 이득이라는 생각으로
They are mostly giving instruction verbally. So they presented, for example, purpose of teaching and the subject, what they are going to learn today and in this session. So teachers mainly giving instruction through online internet-based technical system.
가사의 의미를 살려 생동감 있게 노래 부를 수 있다, 샘여림을 살려 노래 부를 수 있다, 이렇게 두 가지로 적어봤습니다. 그래서
So this is the screen actually preserves the teachers kind of teaching how to sing to students. Mostly they're using PPT presentation form and giving instruction, giving verbal instruction mainly.
이슬이 맺혀 있었대요. 송송이 어떻게 이렇게 두 개나 붙었으니까 어떨까요? 네, 뜻이 되겠죠.
This part is about music science. So they're explaining this is, even though this is a teaching class how to sing, teachers, preceptive teachers giving instruction mainly focused on concept and knowledge, musical knowledge based. So let me see a little bit more. This is about the musical sign also. This is the score analysis. So there keep score analysis, and this is the finally at the end of the class, the students reached up and are showing students real score. So let me sum up the process. What has been changed in music class teaching before and after COVID-19? Change the class into different format based on non-contact. So the mainly used online format, and also pedagogically blended learning and distance learning. Those two methods are commonly used pedagogical method. So face-to-face education plus e-learning, online learning. It's been blended learning, and distance learning is using educational platforms like web-based teaching. And in music class, used to be practiced in a form of activity, and process has been important. So teaching method and pedagogical knowledge was always emphasized. And reason of teaching or learning has always been tried to be defined in education. So the music class usually divided into two categories is like first practice and secondly performance. And practice included activity, reason, and process. And performance includes action and results and purpose. And before and COVID-19, before and after COVID-19, what has been different is we can see the change in between practice and performance. What was it? New normal with COVID in music class teaching. So what has been really different? A change in music class teaching is the first we can see the change in group activities, and secondly individual action. We can see the big difference before and after COVID-19. So at the beginning I already mentioned before and after COVID-19. In the educational field, especially elementary schools, especially in elementary level of classrooms, teacher is used to be a person who give an instruction and to teach. But after COVID-19, the majority of music class happens in online, in a form of online classes. So they're more likely coordinator in terms of managing technical difficulties and technical machines and programs and delivering content. In order to delivering content well, they have to maneuver all the mechanical things. So more like teachers are more like a coordinator, class coordinator. So they have to check all the things, all the environment and all the tools, including machines and computers, including computers and webcams, and just like this environment. So we have to think about, what teachers' real role in classroom for the future, because we're facing new normal, so-called new normal with COVID-19. So we're expecting to going back to normal, so-called normal. That normal is not exactly same normal we had been experienced before COVID-19. So for the future, we have to have an interest in what teacher's role, what is a real teacher's role will be and should be. Just a simple coordinator, or a person to teach, or a person to simply delivering a knowledge to the student. Maybe somewhere in between, we have to find what the real character and real role for teachers. Thank you for your attention and staying with me. Thank you.